Good afternoon, 6-4 parents. Mr. Hagedorn here with our weekly update. We will be taking EOGs in a couple weeks here. June 16th is the math EOG. June 17th is the ELA EOG. As far as next week goes, we'll be doing some EOG review in both Math 6 and 6 Plus. We've been working on the released EOG the last 2 days. I'm going to use that information to kind of pull small groups and make sure we're all comfortable with those skills we will be seeing on our EOG. Miss Sparks is not here. She had to leave early today. She'll be doing some ELA stuff, I'm going to guess, next week. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot her a message. All right, have a good weekend. It's 2 weeks of the same.
All right, everybody. We are ending week 1 of space. We talked about these predictable patterns. This week we kind of messed with the predictable patterns a little bit. Instead of having the Earth rotate, we changed the variables. We had like what happens if the Earth stopped rotating, what happens if the Earth stopped revolving. Kids had to figure out what those variable changes would do to the patterns that we currently experience here on Earth. That was a pretty cool experiment and seeing what kids thought of and what they came up with. Today we had a quiz that ended the mark of the first part of space. We're going to move into part 2 next week. And this is what kids really think about when they think about space. We're going to be learning about the different planets, the different things that make up space. And then we're going to be comparing those planets with each other, with Earth, how we like, how we different, how we similar, all those things. All things solar system next week.
All right, and in social studies class, we are kind of working our way through our unit on the decline of civilizations. So we've been talking about groups of like the Aztec, Inca, and Maya, Mesoamerica, and the Spanish conquistadors. We looked a little bit at Indus River Valley in Mesopotamia. We've talked a little bit about Alexander the Great, the rise and fall of his empire. We've been starting to kind of dip our toe into the Mongols, Genghis Khan. We'll continue that on Monday, and then we're going to talk about Pompeii and the fall of Rome. That will be the end of our time in decline. It'll probably take us another week to get all the way to the end and do our end of unit check, which I'm guessing will be about Thursday, Friday of next week. When we finish that, we get into the Middle Ages, the Renaissance, the Reformation. We'll spend less time in the Middle Ages because they've kind of done that already, and in language arts, they talked a lot about the Middle Ages when they were reading Good Masters, Sweet Ladies. So we'll focus on the Renaissance and the Reformation as we finish out the school year. So hopefully you're having a good one. I'll see you all next week.